Okay, this is going to be the world's shortest vlog. It's not really even a vlog, because all the things I was going to talk about, I'm now not going to talk about. Um, and looking at me, not like judging me on, is she pretty? Is she this? Is she that? I know the light's a little dull in here. Should probably put a lamp on. Well, there's a lamp there, but it's a bit brighter. Okay, right. You've never seen my videos, ever. Know nothing about me. Nothing whatsoever. I could be talking about gaming. I could be talking about fashion, she says, in her grey zipped up hoodie collie. I could be anybody in the world. Now, the idea of this video is the fact that, okay, right, yeah, I'm a smoker. We've worked that out. I have piercings in my face and tattoos on my body. So, yeah. And when I've got makeup on, well, my hair's dyed black, even though it's quite dark, so I cut the plaits. It's like, okay, so say you're watching this video for the first time, and you don't know who I am. And I said, I'm not very well. I went to the doctors today, or whatever, and you look at me now, what would you say is wrong with me? Well, apart from the fact that I might seem a little bit wacky, or what the fuck's you talking about? This is leading on from the non-vlog I posted in response to Kat's video about mental health. And quite frankly, I'm a girl sat in my flat on my sofa making a home YouTube video diary. But the difference is I've got great big, really thick, really massive, like woolly zip-up cardigan with a hood. You cannot see any part of my body apart from my face and my hands, which are actually quite alright. Nails probably need redoing, but whatever. Um, so what I'm trying to communicate is that while I'm set like this, I could be talking about anything. I could be a total, I know, I could be talking about politics, about things that have gone on in the news. That could be my thing, you know. I vlog every day about the state of politics, blah blah. And I could walk down the street wearing this, wearing my joggers, my great big black joggers, criminal damage, I'll have you know. Really baggy, walk down the street, probably put a woolly hat on, because woolly hat with plaits goes quite well. Maybe put some makeup on, whatever. I look like Ms. or Miss or whatever, average, normal, and no more and smile and walk into a shop and buy ciggies and do what I do, and no more blink. And then I go, oh, it's hot today. Right, I'll take that off. Oh, oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, boiling hot. Really, really hot. Now I'm nice and chilled. Now what do you see? Well, one from the obvious, which is bone edges, cat and I word, and quite thin arms. Even though I sort of, well, whatever. Quite thin arms. I'm not showing you the rest. That's the scar from a cigarette burn. That's the scar from a cigarette burn. I have faded scars that the camera won't pick up in this light, but you can probably see a lot of scarring, if you excuse the hospital bracelets, from years and years and years of cigarette burns, cuts, slashes, wounds, burns that can't even be detected from, yeah. The first self-harm injury I ever did is still visible, but you can't see it on here. This arm, exactly the same. They've all, a lot of them faded to white now. We're all here, here. I never cut into tattoos. Here, slashes everywhere. My entire body is covered in self-harm scars. My legs, on the lower half of this leg, again the light probably won't allow to show, but there are that much scarring. That scar, actually, you can see that I tried to saw my leg off, and that was only about this time last year. I decided to saw my leg off. It was before the anorexia got me, which is what I'm now suffering with. And yeah, now all the scars are on show, and yeah, much as you people can't see them in real life, people, yeah, you can see the scars, you can see the damage, you can see the bones, you can see when I've got my leggings on and I'm walking, yeah, you can see it, okay? But all I have to do is that and put on this, and actually it's really warm in here, so I'm not going to put it up because I'm taking it off and off this hood. Now, what do I look like? Just a girl. Just a girl who could be vlogging about anything. Absolutely anything. And that's my point. You cannot see mental health. It doesn't, mental health? Sorry, mental illness. Something you can see, obviously, if people have Tourette's, possibly, or maybe severe social anxiety, etc. And even then, that can take people by surprise. I've seen a woman in a supermarket have a panic attack and tried to help her through it. This was back when I lived in Birmingham, a few years back, in the flat with my son, and the staff were all like trying to help her, and I said, look, I recognise this, it's a panic attack. This woman, she was dressed as if she'd come from work, she got a shopping basket, she was obviously getting a couple of crumpets, loaf of bread in, to go and, make her tea, or whatever, and she went into a full-blown panic attack, and I recognised it, because, yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, when I'm like this, no one really knows any different. And I'm smiling because of just the whole lot is completely fucked up, you know? It's fucked as hell. And that's all I'm going to vlog about tonight. I've got a million things to vlog about. I'll save it for the morning because actually it's quite nice. So it'll be quite nice to wake up to some positivity because it was quite a positive vlog. However, I've got sidetracked with this whole, look at me now. Under here, my arms could be that size. That size. So what if they are? Who cares? Who gives a shit? I might have a belly. I might be pregnant. You can't even see because I'm sat here on my sofa. And it's like, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real and doesn't mean it's not absolutely fucking destructive and completely life destroying. And on the happy note I'm going to end on, and this is partly for Kat and partly for what I mentioned in my last video. This is the hoodie I was on about as regards feed. You can see it's a hoodie, and it's like, it's a gothy hoodie. Oh, let me just flip the hood back. And it's a picture on the front of a little goth girl, and it says, I love pigging out. And it's a little sweet gothy girl stood there with a cake, with a little cherry on top in her hand, surrounded by cake. And I love this hoodie. And I love the words, I love picking out. And I wear that. And again, it's like, yeah. So I just wanted to prove a point. If I'm sat like that, and I talk, and I might be reviewing the latest Xbox 360 blah, 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 game, or whatever, yeah, no one would know any different while I'm sat like this. You know? Just a girl. But when I take this off, whole different story. Why should that be? No one has to prove themselves with behaviours and looks. Yet, since, as long as I can remember, mental health is just not real unless you can see it. And that is not true. Peoples out there, help me break this stigmatization. It cannot go on. It cannot go on. Mental health is more, 1 in 3 people will suffer with a mental health crisis at some point in their life. Don't judge by looks. Don't judge by the smile on someone's face every morning. Actually, when you get to know or you talk to people, actually, when people say to me, how are you? Like say, when I went to buy cigars, the woman in the shop said, how are you? And I said, alive. And she kind of looked at me and I said, honest answer? Not brilliant, not too good. But you didn't want to hear that. You wanted the polite answer, which is, yeah, good, how are you? Which I did ask her how she was. She didn't respond, because I think she was pondering on what I'd said. But that's my point. I was zipped up. I was in baggy joggers. It's a fuck up. We need to break the stigma of mental health. God, it's just winds me up. Anyway, I'm gonna go for now. Love you, Kat. Love you all. And one day, we'll all win this battle. And you know why? Because most of the people that I know that suffer with mental illness are some of the, in fact, are the best people I've met in my life. So, yeah. Stay strong, peoples. Stay strong for each other. Sod normality, sod average, sod what's expected of. Just do your best for you, and we'll stick together, and we'll do our best to make sure that, you know, we conquer it. Vlog in the AM.